Hi, welcome back to gardening at McCluck Gang. You can see my girls over there. Any, Minnie, and Miney's probably in that. But today, it's such a nice day. I'm out here digging a trench. Where all that water is, it's going to come all the way down here to this hole, and then all the way across there. I'm going to be putting down some hardwire cloth to keep things from digging underneath it to get to my ducks. I'm also going to be putting my chickens out here. I might be replacing these poles here on this side with like an 8-foot tall fence post so I can put bird netting all over this area. But yeah, there they go again into the pool to make a mess. They love coming out here and helping me dig because then they get to hunt for insects or play in the mud like that one right there is. But yeah, this is going to be my chicken and duck area. Plenty of room. It's 16 by 16. So that's a nice big spot for them to hang out in. It's so that they don't actually eat all my stuff. I still have to move this bed over there 4.5 feet from that one so I can make another arch there. Hi, baby. I've got this bed here filled up, but I don't have anything planted in yet. I need to get some wood chips to top it off with. I've got garlic and beets planted in this one, but my garlic keeps on getting pulled up. Not sure if that's from my ducks or if it's from birds, but you see I got some garlic in here, like right there. Weeds coming up all the time. It does look like I've got some beets coming up. Wow, that's so nice. But this is my little archway that I built. It's just a cattle panel. These two beds are 4.5 feet apart. And I just bent the cattle panel to fit between them. As you can see, it fits perfectly. And yes, it gives me plenty of room to walk through. I'll be planting a tomato there, a tomato there, a tomato there, a tomato there, and probably I haven't decided what I'm going to be putting on this arch here. But with the blue one over there, the two blue beds, I'm going to be putting beans in those. I also planted beets over here. I see some weeds I need to pull up. But yeah, the ducks have been making a little hole there and laying their eggs in that. Nope, that's just weed coming up. But yeah, I've got some beets coming up there. Which is why I need to build their little play area there. I've got some, what is this? Raspberries. I got a purple raspberry over here and a yellow one over there, I think it is. Right there, that little tiny stick that's sticking up. That's raspberries I got planted out here. Got some more beets planted over there. Over here, there's nothing. I was just dumping out their water bucket every morning into this bed. This is my garden tower too. You can see how well everything is doing. This is the scallions here that I got from, let me move to this side. This is the scallions I got from the seed swap. So I'm very excited about that. Got some lettuce in here. Catskill Brussels sprouts. Not sure if they're going to be doing anything. But yeah, after I get the scallions out, and after I put the birds up, I'm going to be planting some flowers around the bottom. And I think that's a petunia right there. See it? I think that's a petunia that has just reseeded itself from last year. But yeah, I'm going to have an arch going this way. That way, when you walk into the garden, I'll probably plant some corn over here in this area here. Tomatoes in 2 of these squares, probably surrounded by basil and maybe some chives. But I plant 2, 4, 6 in this garden space alone. And then that blue square bed up there, I need to put some more screws and bolts in that one. I'm planting probably potatoes in that one. And then I'm going to have to I already got some wire, but I need to put my fence back up out there and secure it a little bit better. That way when I'm out here, I can let my birds out here. And they can help me clean up some of the weeds out here. So this is where I'm going to be having my tomato trellises at. Probably 4 in each one. Going to have, I don't know, maybe a pumpkin patch over here. Flowers up there and alongside this area. But yeah. And we plan making a garden bed, a small garden bed on either side of this arch here. I'm going to be growing some mini pumpkins on there for my son, who is 6 months old. Well, he turned 6 months on Valentine's Day, so I'm excited about that. Got some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flowers out here. And these are just ones that popped up from ones I planted last year. I am thinking about putting a butterfly bush in this planter over here because it's a nice size, big one. Might be starting a butterfly bush in that one. Not going to plant it out yet. And I've got a car orange tree coming in tomorrow, expected in tomorrow, that I'm going to be putting it out. Hang on. Probably right out there beside my swing. Because we love car oranges. They're the best oranges I've found to date. I mean, they're nice and sweet without being too acidic. But yeah, it's going to be nice. Or I just might move that bed up here. And then having my tea garden this way over here. Because I still need to plant my tea garden. And I plan on planting some herbs and those other 2 squares there. And let's see. I think that's collard greens right there. This right here was baby blue lavender. It looks like it's trying to come back because I see a little bit of green there. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can right there. It's coming back in with some greens. Here's my sage. I had some mint in here, but they haven't come back so far yet this year. But I'm going to see if they'll come back. So I want this one here to be herbs, all herbs, and that one over there to be flowers. So I might want to get another one of these for Mother's Day. Not sure. But yeah, I need to come out here and work on this whole patch here and make that into my corn growing patch. Because I can see out my kitchen window there. See all of my eggshells there in the window drying. And that's what I'm going to do for that space. But yeah, right now it's slow, but I'm doing it at a steady pace. So I'm hoping everything turns out okay for me this year. And I'm going to be building them a little tunnel that goes from this pole here, which is probably going to be my door that I can open up. I don't know. or maybe they'll just be their little tunnel go over here, and I'll put a little tunnel going to their houses. That way they can go into their houses at night. But that's what I've been doing here at the home garden. What I've been doing at the community garden. Yesterday we had work day at the community garden, Desert Springs Community Garden. And what we did was, whew, 2 or 3 people were out front planting our 2 flower beds, which I'm hoping everything that they planted grows, because it's going to be a beautiful, colorful garden, flower garden out front. And then me and my crew was out there at the pumpkin patch, and we were basically digging up weeds like crazy. We still have a bit to go. Myself and another person was out there pulling up all the big weeds that we can pull up by hand. That way the people with the hula hose can come in behind us and basically be able to see what they had to, the weeds that they had to get up, because those big weeds were just covering everything, and you couldn't get in there safely to hula ho until those big weeds were pulled up. That's what we were doing yesterday. We spent a good 3 hours out there. So I am looking forward to having a really good garden this year out there. It's a labor of love, that's a fact. Because, we are doing a lot of labor out there. So if you ever want to stop by, leave me a message or contact Lakeisha King. She is the manager of the garden. Basically her right-hand person right now. And, that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to clean up the community garden to get everything ready for spring planting. We've been pulling weeds. We've been planting flowers. We've been doing quite a lot out there. And, now the weather's warmed up again, because we did have a couple of weeks where it was like really nice, and then we had another cold snap, and then we had frost on the ground and all that. So we're trying to get it ready. We're having our garden tour each Saturday in the month of June. You have to just find Lakeisha King on Facebook, message her that you want to join the garden tour, or if you've got a garden you want to be shown and have people come over and learn from you and see what your garden is like, or even if you just want to join us for the tour and see all these beautiful different gardens. That way you can get ideas for your own garden. That will be every Saturday in June. And we'll just go one Saturday we'll go out to Pinion Hills and Phelan area. I don't know about Pinion Hills, but we'll go out to Oak Hills and Phelan area. Next, the following Saturday, it might be Victorville. The next Saturday, it might be Apple Valley. The next Saturday will be Hesperia. So that's what we're going to do, and our community garden is going to be part of the tour as it was last year. Last June, we had it as one of our stops. I think it was our final stop, but we had our community garden grand opening last June, so that was always exciting. And of course, there's always prizes. You get free flower seeds, and there is a class that's coming up this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Desert Springs Community Church. And we've got a fantastic woman coming in, Candy. I don't know what her last name is, but she was on the summer garden tour last year, and oh my goodness, her front yard was so amazing. I mean, I wish I had a lemonade or an iced tea so I could just sit there and just soak up her her beautiful flowers. But she's going to come in and give a lecture about flowers. We might, I won't be there, but there might be planting some flower seeds or handing out flower seeds. I'm not sure what Lakeisha King has planned. But yeah, if you're interested in growing more flowers for your garden, for your yard, or, just for a cutting bouquet, definitely come out. The price is $10 per person. Kids under 12 are free. So, bring out your family. Candy is very, very educated about the different flowers that grows well up here. I mean, her yard is absolutely amazing. I mean, I wish my own garden can be like her garden, because it's like everywhere you turn, there's a different little cubby hole to go explore or to go sit. She's got seats out there. She's got benches out there, and she just has a whole variety, different places for you to sit down and relax and enjoy the day. I mean, I greatly admire her skills. Unfortunately, I will have to be missing that class because it is a lab day for me for the program I'm in. So I'm having to miss that class, unfortunately. But I would really love to talk to her more about flowers because, like I said, her yard is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. All three of my ducks, on a different note, all three of my ducks are laying eggs now. One of them was underneath the plywood. I got on top of that bed, and the other two were in that 4x4 bed right there. So all three of my ducks are laying eggs, and I got 2 eggs from my leghorn chickens today. And one of them was, average size for them, and the other one was absolutely huge. Well, I'm going to let you guys go for now because I've got to get back to digging up this trench so I can put down some hardwire cloth. I've got 2 rolls out there, but that's going to be part of their fencing. I've got cattle panels out there. I plan on putting one over here and then one up here, but it's going to be, I am going to be putting the hardwire cloth at least 18 inches down into the ground to keep predators from digging underneath there. I would let my chickens out to enjoy the day. However, I discovered this morning when I came out here earlier to feed my birds, I discovered that there was a hole dug underneath my side fence over there. Yeah, their dogs like to dig underneath their fence, up underneath their fence, because I have, my chickens and my ducks over here, so their dogs like coming over to my yard, and I don't like that at all, but, it's what dogs do. They dig holes. So I'm not going to let my chickens out until they get that hole fixed or until they're over here in the garden area with me. But usually I let my chickens out of their chicken coop over there to give them a little bit of, running around room, because I have all that grass over there that is from their feed. I give them mixed grain feed, so I've got all these different grasses over there growing, and they like coming out there and digging for bugs in it, and they like eating the grass itself, and, they just come out and enjoy the day with me. But I'm not going to do it, like I said, until my neighbors get that area of their fence, fixed, because I'm not going to have my chickens become dog food. So that's where we're at. It's a gorgeous early spring day. Like I said, absolutely gorgeous out here. I'm out here with short sleeves. I am a little bit sore from yesterday. I came home from the community garden, because basically I was bent over for 3 hours pulling up weeds by hand. Other people had hula hose, but they were getting the shorter weeds, whereas I was out there pulling up the larger weeds by hand. So that was always fun. My ducks like coming out here and helping me. They come to me whenever they see me now. Right now, they're exhausted from helping me dig up this place over here in the trench. So yeah, that's where we're at today. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thanks for stopping by. If you like this, they're talking to me again. You hear them? Girls! Oh, sure. You could barely hear them. Yeah, they're talking. But if you like this content, if you want to continue seeing updates about my home garden and about my 3 chickens, Zany, Zoe, and Betty. Zany and Zoe are the white leghorns. Betty, I'm not sure what breed she is, but I've been calling her Brown Betty since she started getting in her normal feathers, but they're beautiful and brown. She's got gorgeous brown eyes. But I call my ducks Any, Minnie, and Miney. It's like I don't need no mo. So I've got all girls out here in the garden and over there. And my 3 cats are Cole. He's a tuxedo cat. He's my senior kitty cat. He's got to be by me all the time. I've got an orange fluff, basically a big cat. He's orange. He's a ginger cat. And he's long-haired domestic, and he's also a part Maine Coon because he is over 20 pounds. But he is the one that will come up to me and want to cuddle. I mean, I was gone for about 4 hours yesterday total because I also picked up, a friend to come work with us in the garden. So we had to go out to Victorville to pick him up, which, he's a great guy, great volunteer. And for his age, he does a lot of work. He's close to 80, I think, now. Yeah, and he's just a fantastic volunteer for us. But yeah, I was gone for about 4 hours yesterday total. And when I came home, all 3 of my cats were demanding attention from their mama because they're all 3 male cats, and they just demand their mama time. So I had to come home and give my ducks and my chickens some extra love, some extra food, filled up their water. See, they always have food in their little tin over there. Good amount of food. But, yeah, I had to come home and give all my pets and my ducks and my chickens a lot of love yesterday because they missed their mama. Okay, well, like I said, I need to go and finish digging up this trench and then re-soaking it because I want it to go down at least 18 inches. And I want to dig up this area over here, too. So, if you like this content, if you like watching my ducks and my chickens and seeing the progress on my home garden and hear me talk about the community garden, press the like button. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.